morning, everybody. Welcome back to 256 Garage, the list series. We got the rear end nared, pulled out, nared, back up under the race car, brakes on it. So we chalk that off our list, and now we're starting on a brand new one. We got a brand new video for the list coming up. I'll kind of show you what we got. Kind of show you our list right here first. Okay, as you can see right here on our list first, we got a couple things done. Like I said, we got the front bumper on Drake's coupe. We got the rear end out of the race car. We got it nared, need to mark that one off. We removed the old shop heater. So we still got several things to do, but we've got a couple of them off of it. And here's what our next item is. So anyway, what we're gonna get started on the list is actually item number 1 and item number 65. Item number 1, if I can get this thing flipped around here. Bumpers on Old Blue. Item number 65, headlights and tail lights on Old Blue. So that's what we got going on. Right here it is. We've got her up here pulled up in front of the shop. Washed the wheels off because we mowed the other day and it blowed some grass up on them, so we pulled it up here and washed them all. But we're gonna work on getting headlights in it and tail lights and the bumpers on. I'm not even sure we can find the bumpers. But anyway, that's what we got. Tail light wires, I'm not even sure they own the frame. Here's one's hanging out of the truck itself. So right here's a wiring harness or something. I believe that's lights. That's lights right there. So anyway, we're going to work on getting headlights, tail lights, blinkers, and bumpers. So we're going to carry you along for this list item. Everybody stay tuned. First of all, we got our old headlight buckets. As you can see them, both of them look like this one right here. It's kind of hard. The sun is killer today. It's beautiful, but it's killer. Anyway, see how rusted they are. We're going to get them cleaned up, get them painted before we put them in, get the wires run through there. So we'll start cleaning these up and painting them first. Okay, I don't know if you can see them or not, like the sunshine's killing me. We got our buckets scuffed off, cleaned up, painted. We just shot a little black paint on them. We're gonna get them mounted in. Got the wires run, so we'll get these buckets put on and ready to put the headlights in. Now the tricky part of these things is trying to get this spring. You gotta get it hooked up under there, and then you gotta pull it up and hook it in that hole. And them things are stiff. And that's what happens sometimes. And the spring has disappeared too. So now we gotta find the spring and get everything put back in place. Okay, we're gonna try it again. We got some vice grips to try to hook it this time. I can't hold the camera and spring. Okay. Zoom back off here. There it is. If you can see the spring hooked up, we got it hooked up in there. Now we're ready to put the headlight bulb in. Okay, as you can see, we got our headlight buckets in, left and right side, got our wires ran. Got to pick up some bulbs. But right now we're working on our headlight door. I don't know if you can see it. You can see the bend right there, right here on the corner and on the side. We're going to take our bag back there and our plastic hammer and see if we can straighten that out a little bit, make it look a lot better. Kind of see.
Ready?
Yeah.
It's a lot stiffer than one would think.
Yeah, for real. In that thickest part, you kind of push it a little, but when it's close to a lip or a groove, it's tough stuff. Okay, I don't know if you can tell it, but it's a lot better. It's not perfect, but we've got the dents out and the edge a whole lot crisper, and it looks a whole lot better than it did. Both sides, we had to do the top on this one over here. Got it knocked out a little, but anyway, now we'll get both of them cleaned up, get the headlight bulbs in it and get them mounted on it. It looks a lot better. New headlights for the truck. I guess you notice the buckets are back out. I'm going to show you something that I've never really caught. A lot of people out there probably know it, but I guess I've just been lucky if I've had both headlight buckets out putting them back in. But there is a left and a right to these, because when you put your headlights in, I'll show you your new headlight bulbs if I don't drop it and break it. They always go letters where you can read them. See the new Sylvania headlight bulbs, H6024. Anyway, they got these little notches on them right back here on the bulb. See them right there? That fit in them notches on the bucket. Well, I had them mixed up because when I'd put this in and I'd line the notches up, my headlight would be sitting that way. So I had to pull my right one and my left one back out, and I've got to swap them. I never really noticed that there was a left and a right. Like I said, I guess I've only had them out one at a time, or always just looked up and put them back in like they were supposed to be. So now I'm going to reinstall them, and that way the bulbs will be in it like they're supposed to be. Okay, we got our headlights, headlight doors on. All that's coming around. Still ain't rounded up no bolts for the bumper yet, but we're going to try to get some of them up. Then we'll try to get our bumper on and our rear bumper and our tail lights wired up in the next video. The wiring harness from the cab back to the tail lights that runs along the frame is missing. So we're going to have to pull one of them off another old truck we got or something. So hopefully we'll get that rounded up, get our bolts rounded up, find our front and our back bumper and get them on. And then we'll have bumpers, lights, and be good to go. Thanks everybody for tuning in.